Right. I think it's time to test out our ship. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the ship a little test, and then I'm going to call it for today, and we'll come back to this later. I think so. What I want to do, I want to go do that gold and silver mine. I also kind of want to do the iron mine. I think the sensible thing to do is to do the iron mine simply because this is a trial run and it is right next to the base. So the iron's right here. Yeah, I can just drill straight down there. All right. We're gonna take this slowly and carefully. Let's see how much power we've got. Wrong button. Oh, get back in the ship. Not a lot of power. 3 batteries might not... Yeah, 3 batteries genuinely might not be enough, but we'll see. I think I might need to get a few more on here. Luckily, I can just stack them up at the back there, if need be. In fact, I could probably even put a couple just like on the back of the drills. That's not a bad shout. I might do that. Alright, here we go. Our downwards thrusters holding us nicely. You ready? Terraform the ground. Yes! Look at the power! There's no light though, so we've got to kind of make do. Iron is like a orangey red, so that's what we're looking for. Should be just coming up on us right here. I can't really see it. Let me get out and have a look. And there it is. That's the iron. Right, let's get it. Right. Our weight is on the bottom there. We're currently 70,000 kilograms. Let's see how heavy we get and how much we can hold. Not only that, but how much we can hold and still fly out is the question. Yes! This is what's up. 20,000 kilograms. Okay, we're still flying. Ooh, the iron ore is pretty small. Alright, let's work upwards. Some more, we're good. 120,000 kilos. And we still seem to be maneuvering without any difficulty. Okay. This is good, this is good. Right, in order to not damage my drill, if I'm going to get in there, I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, this way I can kind of angle myself a little bit without damaging my drill. This is so much better than doing it all by hand. $133,000 kilograms. These thrusters are so powerful. Power is becoming a little bit of a concern though. We're down to 10 minutes. Ooh, okay, I'm starting to drift. Okay, time to get out. Okay, let's see. I need to maneuver this correctly. Oh, I'm losing control. Okay, back. Out. Let's lift. We've got a lot of stuff here. Let's call this a successful operation and get out. All I really need is a bit more power so I can go further. Success. Okay. So I have enough lift. Alright. Now let's just take her back to the base. Look at that, I've got 9 minutes of power. I'm having to use everything to keep her in the air. Ah, no, I ain't got enough lift! Oh, no, I do. Okay, it looks like about 150,000 kilograms is the limit. So I'm having to limper back home here. Okay, maybe a little more lift might not go amiss. If I can figure something out. Stop, stop, stop. Back it up. Yeah, I'm really glad I did this so close to base. If I'd have gone miles out, that would have been a tricky one to limper back. But we did it! That's our successful operation right there. Alright, let's go have a look at the winnings. You ready? Yes, look at all this! 206,000 kilograms of stone and 270,000 kilograms of iron! And then an additional in the second one. And now all of that is going to get processed by the refinery. We are happy now. Oh yes! No more going in and doing it by hand. Okay, I think from what I've learned on that, we need to do a few mods. I think another maybe 2 batteries might do us the world of good. Hold on. Let's shut that up. Right, I think maybe another 2 batteries, and if possible, just a little bit more lift. I think the 4 backwards seems to be okay, but the 4 upwards doesn't seem to cut it for some reason. Maybe because it's longer, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, though. Well, let's start with the batteries, shall we? So we're going to craft... Just craft me 100 batteries. And then I'm just going to put an additional 2 on, I think. We'll have 1 there, and 1 there laid down. Oh, I can actually just have it there. That's kind of nice. Let's put lights. A little bit of additional wiggle room there. I think this one here is fine too, though. More power cells. You might not be done yet. Meanwhile, let's think about lift. I think, actually, the answer might be relatively straightforward. I reckon I can get some small thrusters. Yeah, just a nice little line of them here. So look, we can have... I can't have... Oh wait, I can have that one, but I'll go for that one first. 4 on each side. I think that should be enough. And that doesn't increase the width either, which is the thing I was most concerned about. I'm going to need all sorts of gear for this. Right, let's get me batteries. And then I just need grid, tubes, plates. Okay. So it's grid, tubes, comps, plates, motors. I don't think I got enough steel plates there. Ah! I forgot it's motors, isn't it? That's the handicap on this one. Comps. Just a couple more comps, and then that's that. Okay, I think that should be more than enough. I can't really get any more rear thrust than I've already got. Maybe I can, actually. Can I get a layer up here? Without increasing the height? Oh, I can! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The extra lift here should be pretty meaningful, I think. Did I not pick up any construction comms? Apparently not. Alright, and I'm going to call that happy days, I think. More lift in both directions. That should be enough to stop her from going all wonky again. I could add 2 more batteries. I could add one on the back here and one on the top. And that would give her more power to go further. I don't hate that. Actually, to be fair, if I move that backwards, I could probably just get another one on there anyway. No, I don't think that's true, actually. Yeah, let's stick an extra 2 on there. I don't see any reason not to be honest. Oh wow, there really is all that space. Yeah, okay, I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move that one back. I know I lose my power cells doing that, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. 40 power cells on the double. Alright! And that's it, that's the ship done. The only thing left to do is to give it a name. It's rugged, dependable, works hard. I'm gonna call you... Let's give you a fun name. I'm gonna call you the Ariana. Yeah! So now Ariana's gonna come and help me to mine stuff. So I'm gonna call it quits here for today, but what we're gonna do tomorrow, or whenever I next get a chance to play, is we're gonna go over there, we're gonna get that gold and silver, and I can use that to start crafting some of the things we're gonna need to go to space. And I'm also going to go to the other side of the planet, back to those snowy mountains, or if I can find ice, that'd be better. And I'm going to use that to craft more things that we're going to need to go to space. And then I'm going to start building our first spaceship. And I'm going to park that right here. I think we're going to need one more ship that's going to get us to space. And then another ship after that that can get us to another planet.
Fuel low.
And it's all going to happen from in my little shed right here.
Fuel critical.
We should give this base a name, really. Let me, let's put a beacon down, and we're going to give it a name, and then I'll be able to see this thing from miles away. Let's put it... We'll put it up there, I guess. Right, it's gonna be... I didn't really look at what I need, I'm not gonna lie, but I've got an idea. More radio comms and a few steel plates. Six. There's the beacon. So now we're going to broadcast beacon. There it is. We're going to put the broadcast up to 200,000 meters, so we'll be able to find it, and we're going to call it. We're going to call our base the Lil Rihanna. Because I have no imagination whatsoever. Yeah, the Lil Rihanna. And there it is, right there. Let's give Ariana a little bit more broadcast range, actually, so I can see the ship if I lose it. Where's the Ariana? There you are. Let's up you to 50,000 meters. It costs a little bit more in power, but it means that if I were to die during a mining accident, for example, I'd be able to find it. Otherwise, you've just got no idea where your ship is and you've lost it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today, I think.